They've been coming here to church the last few weeks because they knew I had to talk, but they didn't know the day, so today's the day. Dad, would you like to come up and start us off with a prayer? Just kidding. My mom said beforehand, she said if I mention their name, I'm out of the will. So I guess I have to sell some more houses. Hi, my name is Mollie Grizzle, and I'm a cradle Catholic. A couple months ago, I was relaxing on vacation while I get a message from Paul, asking if Jason and I would like to speak for Commitment Week. No, not at all. Yet, here I am. Why? 1, I didn't know how to say no to Paul. 2, I want my kids to know that there's a lot of things in life you do not want to do, but you do it anyway. Because you know it is the right thing to do. Always help out when you can. Helping people always makes life better. Notice I said Jason was asked to also. He's the convert Catholic. He had no problem saying no, but that's okay. I'll talk about him. First, I'm going to talk about myself. I'm the youngest of 6 from an Irish Catholic family and have parents who go to Mass daily. My mom has always gone. My dad has said the rosary every day until he retired. Now, he too goes to daily Mass. I was taught young that missing Mass is not an option. My parents live in Fort Myers Beach half of the year, and when I visit, I will go with them once in a while to daily Mass. And I'm always amazed because there's more people there than there are here on Christmas Day. So I asked my dad, why do you think that is? Well, Fort Myers Beach is a town filled of retirees. So his answer is, they are cramming for their final. He also said, but if you want to be smart, you should always be ready for the final because you never know when God's going to call you home. Thanks, Mom, for all the St. Jude and Childlike Divino Prayer cards you have given me over the years. All the candles you have lit for us. I remember when I was little, we would always light candles after Mass. And thanks, Dad, for all the memories said for us. And I'll never forget the many rosaries said in the van to start off our family vacations. You both have taught me that prayer is powerful, and I honestly have become a true believer of that. Sometimes I come to Mass and I think Father is talking straight to me. Other times, Father, I don't hear a word you say. Sorry about that. But somehow, God leaves me with a calm feeling that helps me prepare for my week. Now, Jason. When I married Jay close to 18 years ago, he was not Catholic. I didn't care as long as he was good with me raising our kids Catholic. It didn't matter. I knew I couldn't ask him to change. I knew he couldn't ask me to change who I am. How could I ask someone else to change who they are? So I never did. But to my surprise, Jay always came to Mass with me. I never asked him to, but he was always with me. The year my second daughter, Marty, she's not here today, she's playing soccer. The year she made her first communion, Jay decided it would be the year for him to make his first communion also. Father Tony, Margie, Karen, Deacon Bob, and Greg were great leaders for him. They and Jason showed my kids what it looks like to strengthen your faith. Now a little about my kids. I had 4 kids in 6 years, Alice, Marty, she's not here, Oscar, and JJ. And I'm not gonna lie, they are my favorite people. I've been accused of playing favorites, and my favorites do change on a daily basis. But I do hope they know I'm so incredibly proud of all of them, and they all are my favorite. I love how different each of you are. We moved to Bourbonnais when Alice was 14 months old and Marty was only 2 weeks old. First week we went to maternity. We didn't think they had a cry room, so the next week we came here. We picked St. Joe's instantly because of our parish because of 2 reasons. We loved the music and it had a cry room. When I can only imagine, or my God is an awesome God played, it instantly would make my babies happy. 15 years later, and this parish has become ours. My biggest downfall is how bad I am with names, but all of your faces and smiles when I'm walking back from communion, I notice. All of you have kept us coming back. We notice when you are here, and we notice when you are not. And when you're not, we wonder if all is okay. This year we lost Sid Kane. a man who I never knew his name until recently, but could count on him being at church sitting in a pew near us every week. He'd come in with his oxygen and warm smile, and he taught my family what it looks like to do what you have to do in order to show up, and show up with a smile. We like the babies here, the crying's not bothering us. I look at the Storage family and the Store families, and I'm in awe of how these big, beautiful families show up every week, and I wonder, what did they do in order to teach the kids what it means to wear church clothes? They always look so nice. Every week I yell at my kids, be in the car in 10 minutes and wear your church clothes. Anyone who watches us, I'm pretty sure has noticed we are lucky if our hair is combed, if our socks match, and truthfully, I'm not even sure if we own church clothes. And if they do, they are hidden in the back of the closet, and they so conveniently say that they can't find them 2 minutes before we have to leave. What can I say? I'm just thankful they are still getting in the car and showing up. When I see Joan McGinnis, another name I recently just learned, she's back there, I think back on when my kids were all small and how she'd randomly put money in my hand after Mass and would tell me to buy those kids Oreos for being so good. She did this more than once, and my kids think of that every time we see her. Joan, you taught my kids generosity. I think of a couple, and I haven't seen them in a while, but that would always stand at the back of the church. They would always laugh at me while I was bringing my kids to the bathroom in the middle of Mass when they were young. In some way, I always felt like they were rooting for me or cheering me on. I like how it throws Father off when he sees us show up at a Mass that's not 11 a.m. He makes us feel noticed. Our family has loved quietly playing peekaboo with all the babies we have seen through the years. Parents, you are teaching my kids that kids are never too young to bring to church. Know that when your baby cries, it does not bother anyone. In fact, it is the sound that we love. I think it was Father I heard once say, if the kids stop crying, that means the church is dying. And that statement really stood out to me. So for all the families that keep showing up, thank you. You are a part of keeping this parish alive. The longer we have been members here, the more I realize the connection of this parish goes outside these doors. With my kids and all their activities, our Mass times of 11 a.m. sometimes varies. Sometimes we even go to Mass on Sunday evenings at John Paul, and I can almost guarantee to see some familiar faces from here or there. When we see you there, you are teaching my kids that there is always room to fit God in your schedule. When I walk into Kroger, nothing makes me happier than seeing Mike Eli in the produce section. There could not be a friendlier guy. He teaches my kids that saying hello makes someone's day. My kids have played soccer, basketball, water polo, gymnastics, and dance with some of your kids. My kids see some of their best friends here and they go to school with. I have made some really good friends from coming here and teaching religious ed. And the best teachers my kids have ever had, they often see here. I don't know, is Miss Martin here today? I've even had a few clients from being here and that I've had the pleasure to work with. So, when asked, why do you keep showing up? It is because of all of you. I may not know all of your names, but I do know all of your faces, and I'm thankful that you are here, and I'm thankful that you keep giving my family a reason to keep coming back. I hope all of you know, when you are here, it is noticed, and the best for all of you is always in our prayers. Please know, you are all a part of our parish, our family. Thank you.